Morena and
The
welcome
Ellerslie
to
Eagles
Mount
today
Spartan
will
to
run
the
out as
second
follows.
home
1,
rugby league
Robert
here
Dunn.
across from Mount Spartan
2,
number 1.
Kingston
Today we
Fabula.
have the finals of
3,
all the junior international
Justin
grades.
Key.
I am Daniel
4,
McKenzie, joined in the comments
Kaitaki
by
Parker.
my boss of the
5,
football
Shane
development
McEwen.
department, Viggo Rasmussen. Viggo, how are you, mate?
The 6,
good, with 5 games, so it's a jam-packed day, and if you're up to nothing, make sure you head down to Mount Smart number 2 and get amongst the crowd.
Yeah, and if not down here, then it's all on YouTube for you to watch. It's live streamed perfectly, so from the comfort of your own homes to stay nice and warm today. Our first game kicking off, we have the Mangere East Commando Hawks versus the Ellerslie East Eagles. So it'll be a good game. What do you reckon the score will be, Viggo?
I don't know, 2 tightly contested teams over the regular season. They've played each other already, and she's looking to be definitely a battle of the spines, I think, through 9-1. You got the likes of Charlie Webb in the Ellerslie Eagles and Desmond Kingy leading the Mangere East forward pack around in hooker, so she should be a fiery one.
Yeah, and a lot of these players would have been playing in our previous Region of Origin tournaments for the under-13s. I do recognise a few of the names. Desmond and Charlie were a couple of the standouts there, but a lot of these boys can stamp their names down as future prospects for the grades coming up.
Yeah, 100%, and these players will be also looking to put their best foot forward so that they could, put their case up for being selected for some of our Auckland Merit sides who were looking at lining up some of the some games post-season. So Region of Origin obviously kicking off in September. A lot of these boys last kind of chance to really showcase what they have, and obviously with the hopes of trying to make those sides.
As we see the boys walking out to the field now, I've been on the ground and it hasn't been raining so far, but the weather doesn't look too good, so I think safe footy today is what will be in store for the first half, and then hopefully if this weather can clear, I reckon some expansive footy might be coming out of it. What do you reckon?
Yeah, definitely. We've been across the junior grades quite a bit this year, and there's some amazing talent coming through, and it's really good to see a lot of the halves and spine kind of being developed quite a bit now at these grades, and it's hopefully we're looking at some future Warriors or NRL players or even international players to say that. So looking forward to what could be a cracker today.
Yeah, it will be definitely be a good game today with the first one kicking off. And here's the Ellerslie East Eagles lineup. Robert Dunn at the fullback position, Kingston Whanua on one wing with Shane McEwen on the other, Dustin Kay, Kaitaki Popota and the 2 centres, Bailey Maruariki Butler and Charlie Webb are the halves, Tangaya Turaki at one of the props with Cordell Herbert Loza as the other, Armani is in the hooker spot with Jester Nuyulua and Jadis Paro in the second row, and lining up the lock is Cyrus Tango. As we see a little huddle here from the boys, and the Mangere East lineup will be looking good too. Here they are with Makahokovalu Portofa as the fullback, Xavier Vaimataho as one wing, and Teho Ruapuana Samuels as the other wing, with James Lynch and Tusi Fanula as the centres, Aidan Popata and Jubilee Tapuleuleu as the halves, Siosiale, Desmond Kingi, Apiata Manu as your forward pack, and in the back row we have Hezekiah Tupu, Hiteni Manu and Cassius Sasulu as the back row. On the bench we have Emmanuel Tofolo, TJ Otolonga, Tonga Manu Tupo, and Asitamani Amahoa are the bench players. And it looks like Ellerslie will be kicking off first here. How do you feel the first set's going to go? What will the coaches give the boys as an instruction?
I think if you're from Mangere, you just want to set the tone quite early. Some nice straightforward hit-ups, get through your sets, nothing too fancy or expensive. Unlike the Broncos last night, kicking on the second, something I've never seen before in NRL level anyway. But she should be good. Obviously, if you're Ellerslie, you want to bar up, probably compress the defence early on and just really try and win that contact zone and dominate the ruck. So
yeah, and here we go with Webb kicking off. Oh, not the best start there with the ball bouncing backwards. Oh, it's been called a knock on. How do you see that one going as a referee yourself?
Yeah, interesting. Not exactly the start you want. Receiving the ball, just some poor handling errors, and that in this day and age, I think in league is happy to be called a knock on nowadays. So
So Ellerslie will have the first scrum 10 metres out here. You can already see Webb instructing the boys where to be going. He'll look to have his fingerprints all over this game today, I reckon, Charlie Webb. Scrums are something that a lot of the NRL players struggle with too, and you can see some of the boys there as Ellerslie get close to the goal line. Quick play the ball there. Good ball from Webb. And an easy try there for Jester Nuula. And he's got some luscious locks on that, and the boys are giving it a nice pat on the head, but great play from Charlie Webb there to just isolate one defender and get Jester one-on-one with his man.
Yeah, I think just some, obviously after the error, just defensively not barring up, not moving off the line, and they're just moving sideways before the ball actually gets towards them. And obviously if you do that early on, it's an easy step back on the inside and you're going to catch the defence slipping.
They look quite compressed around the ruck there. I think, again, Webb's first hit was straight to Kaitiaki Popota on that first run, and then they've just compressed the defence around the ruck, and it's just shot for bits on that right-hand side there. But they've done well. Let's see if Webb can knock the conversion over. Yeah,
like you said, Daniel, as well, Charlie Webb will have his hands all over that, and he sure did, playing a part in both of those tackles before the try scored. So, yeah, really looking forward to what this young man can produce as he lines up the conversion.
He's good there. Oh, a little bit of a slip afterwards. But we'll see how Ellerslie can go with this next set. I think this is one of the most critical stages in league is what was your set like after points here. And we've seen a lot of NRL teams and even some of the Fox teams, they struggle to complete right after scoring a try. So it'll be interesting to see how Ellerslie handle the kickoff here.
Yeah, really a dream start here for Ellerslie. Pretty simple from here on going forward for this set. Just get through your 6 tackles, get the kick down there and look to defend.
There's Mangere kickoff, and it's fielded by Bailey Madaraki Butler, and it's a big hit there over the top. He's come off on the better side there. Not too many players in the NRL would be wanting to get up that fast. As Webb finds touch nicely. There's a good touch finder there from Charlie Webb. As you see a little bit of a replay here, just first contact up right around the shoulders. Oh, nice little coat hanger that was.
Yeah, unfortunately these grades are between under 13s to 15s. It is all safe play code, so no tackles up around the shoulders whatsoever, and that one obviously way above the line. So Ellerslie now hot on attack, 30 metres out.
Strong carry there from Robert Dunn. It's a tall frame as Robert Dunn, as we see Charlie Webb again with his hands all over the ball, putting his back row into a nice hold, but good defense from Mangere there to hold the player up. And again, Webb is just pocketing these nice little inside balls to his players. It's easy to watch on the eye as he goes himself here. And good strong defense from Mangere to force the error on Charlie Webb. There was a good 2-man tackle there. Let's see what Mangere can do with the ball after a strong defensive effort there. How do you see this set panning out? Just a safe one kick for the corner?
Yeah, they just got to really complete it, go through the hands. If it means one off the ruck, just get back into the rim of the game. Obviously, they haven't touched the ball in the first 5 minutes, really. So this is their first chance to really try and make something of it.
I think after this set, it'll give them a better chance of seeing what plays they can run. It looks a little slow and they look quite deep off the ruck there. So I think if they're going to push up and get flatter, they might make a few more metres. But that's a strong carry there from Tusi Fonolua, making some good metres off that one. So we've got a bit of space down this left-hand side. Beautiful hands. Strong defence from Ellerslie though. Last tackle here, let's see what they can do. Good safe hands under the ball there from Webb. As he spots a gap. Interesting to see there that Charlie Webb was slotted in the fullback spot. Do you think this is a ploy from Ellerslie to save him on defense so he can be refreshed a lot more, or?
Quite possibly, but also what Webb offers an attack when there's space around him is very lethal. So
as you see, a big bump off there. Beautiful, strong contact. Quick play the ball too from Ellerslie as Webb goes down the left-hand side. Beautiful ball. As Ellerslie make easy meters down that left-hand side. Again, Webb's popping up on both sides of the field here. It's brilliant to watch from Charlie Webb. A horror ball from dummy half there. Did well to try and rescue it, did Bailey Butler. Maruraki Butler.
Yeah, maybe could have done that a bit easier, to be honest. It looked like they were going to shift it to the middle of the field regardless, so they could have had a 2-pass there, and it would have made life a lot easier for Bailey. Unfortunately, not being able to hold on to the scraps there as it hit the ground before him.
He did the one thing that you'd want it as a coach is dive on the ball first. That's the golden rule. Well, in my book, that'd be the golden rule, along with catching the kickoff, as some teams struggle to do that now, as Mangere feed the scrum. And a good 3-man tackle there it is from Ellerslie to just slow the ruck down. As they go down this left-hand side here, a nice half break there from Mako Hokuvalu. He's making good meters down that left side. They look quite deep though, Mangere, on the attack. I think, again, always an easy unforced error there. Not what you want from Mangere. Trying to just complete a basic set and an easy turnover and good field position for Ellerslie. There's another strong carry there. As Webb again, he's popping up on all sides of the field here. Charlie Webb has got his fingers all over this game and he's looking strong already. As they shift back to the right and easy meters back up the middle there. Mangere just need to slow this play the ball down so they can just get a bit of line speed coming, just to give some defenders some breathing space. But again,
here's that man again.
Jester in for his second meat pie of the day. Beautiful work, stepping back off his right foot. And he's happy with that one too. And he's another tall frame like the fullback Robert Dunn. He's got size to him.
Yeah, it's what they look for too nowadays in terms of academies and body profiles. Tall, strong, got a good carry, offer an offload too when he's broken through tackles. So he's really shown the goods here early on. Defensively pretty sound as well, so looking forward to what more he can produce in this game.
There's a beautiful offload there from Ajon Ioane. He did well to get that out and just get it to his back rower to put Jester back on the inside with, again, scrambling defense. It's quite compressed around the ruck, and all you have to do is step one way and you're back into a hole. And Mangere, they're just looking a little out of sorts here. Ellerslie all over them so far, and the huddle for Ellerslie, everyone's looking focused, and a few boys out the back popping a little handshake. So I think they're happy with that one as Webb lines up the kick again. But if you were the Mangere East coach, what would you say to the boys? You've just gone 10-0 down. You're looking quite, well, not quite flat, but a little flat on attack. And would you say push up around the ruck a bit more just to get that?
Yeah, I think they just need to get back into the rhythm of the game. Like you said, they're playing quite deep and spreading the ball quite a bit. I think they need to earn the right through the middle first and then look to put those plays on. Also, if you put things together, they've completed 1 set out of 3 opportunities. So in the first 10 minutes of the game, that's really not good enough. They've made a couple of errors, vital errors in their own red zone, and they're pretty much led to tries for Ellerslie. So just really need to get back into the rhythm of the game, put this kick down deep, bar up, get numbers in the tackle, win some tackles, and then just start picking it back slowly, 1 step at a time.
Yeah, just slowing that ruck speed down is the key for Mangere, just to get back into this game. If they can force an error off the kickoff there against Ellerslie and not repeat the last one of a high tackle, but I think just forcing a few errors here, get back into the rhythm of the game, and pushing up around the ruck is what they'll be key to getting back into this game. Is, again, rule number 2 of letting the kickoff bounce. That's not what you want. A good one-on-one tackle there, and they close to that sideline. As it looks like a strip's been called here. The touchy was signaling it quite early, and the ref had no hesitation in giving it. Did you see a few hands on the ball there? Or
yeah, it was good contact. I think it just got close to more close. We were kind of obstructed here with the view, but very confident course there by touch judge Rebecca Ellison. We back the refs in there.
Strong contact there it was from Tusi Fonolua. If that doesn't spark some Mangere defense, I don't know what will. Again, Webb is putting boys through holes for fun here. It's just too easy for him. As he's off again. It's good work from Marker, but no one else able to back him up there. Just going to slow this ruck down. It's looking all too easy for Ellerslie. Again, Webb is just putting Jester in a pocket one-on-one with the halves. He's a strong boy to put down. He's
Niula. He's been a force to be reckoned with so far in this game.
As Ellerslie shift left here and a handy offload.
Oh, beautiful.
I think obstruction, yeah.
Unfortunate there for Dunn. Probably could have just gone through the hands, to be honest. Right here, drawn pass would have been an easy try in the corner. 3 unmarked attacking players out the back there. Hence,
give credit to Mangere there. They scrambled well and looked like they did force the error on Dunn, but obviously the obstruction was called. You know, saw one on Thursday night with Lockie Ilias and that obstruction. I was reading a little article yesterday by Fox Sports about how Jason Dimitri was saying, it's quite confusing that it's still quite black and white for all the refs and no one really knows what the obstruction rule is. Is it inside shoulder, is it outside shoulder? But that one was just blatant there. You're a South Sydney man yourself. What was your view on that one?
Oh, it is what it is. Like the bunker made a judgment call, and if that's their job, then they can do that. But I think, like you said, it's meant to be black and white. If it's outside shoulder, it's outside shoulder. There's not meant to be those judgment calls made, and it is what it is. The boys didn't play good enough to get the win, and that's it.
No, credit to Penrith there. They look quite strong, even undermanned without both Jerome Luai and Nathan Cleary. As Mangere got on the attack here, just 5 short of the halfway. Good quick play the ball that was, and easy meters from dummy half here. Tusi Fonolua has looked strong already. He's done some strong carries, good sturdy defence, and that was a great run from dummy half as Mangere shifted left here. And that's a good legs tackle to slow the big man down. As they put up a nice bomb. Again, Webb safe as houses with that one, and again he's made a half break. Looking like Roger Tuivasa-Sheck in his Warriors days, but always beating that first man. And that's good work from Marker there. James Lynch, quality defence from Marker, slowing it down.
Exactly what Mangere need here. That's 3 tackles, and they're still inside the 10.
And Lynch again with another good work from Marker. He's trying to spark his team with some defence here. And there we go, Mangere. They've got the ball back after an unforced error from Ellerslie and in good field position. As an easy try there for Desmond Kingy. That right foot step, and it opened up, parted like the Red Sea there, and the Mangere boys are happy with that one.
Yep, and just like that, the momentum swings and heavily favoured now is Mangere's Desmond Kingy with a nice little look up at dummy half and caught the defence napping there at Marker especially. They did do all the hard work in the defensive set though just before. You know, that would have been 3 or 4 tackles inside their own 10-metre line. And
yeah, Desmond Kingy had the head fake and the right foot to go along with it. Oh, sold 3 of them in one step. Beautiful work, and looking around to clear with the referee, and mate, that was perfect work there. Easy try for Mangere, but the credit would go to James Lynch for those 2 tackles from Marker. He put them right under pressure. Ellerslie struggling to get out of their own 10, and as we see Mangere lining up the kick here, hopefully to halve the deficit with 10 minutes left in the first half. What would be the message for Ellerslie on this one? You've given away a soft error.
I don't think there's anything to panic about. I mean, they probably know what went wrong in that one. You know, they were trying to do the one off the rucks, but too close and weren't getting away from those markers. You know, the real key there as an attacking player coming out of your own red zone is to try and get away from the markers, so maybe getting a bit wider. But yeah, they made an error. They paid the price, and now it's just time to get back into the game, kick it deep, bar up on defence. Yeah, it is what it is. It's footy at the end of the day, and mistakes are going to happen. it's how you bounce back from that is what counts.
Exactly, yep. And you see Webb barking instructions down in the field there. And it looks like there's a good crowd turnout today. I saw quite a few people lined up at the gate when I was walking around to the commentary box, and it looks like everyone's getting enthused here. And we've got a homemade Go Ellerslie sign there, and Ellerslie looking the goods so far, but Mangere aren't too far behind. As we've got more games after this, and Ellerslie here to kick off.
Yeah, being an ex-Ella boy, it's good to see a couple of the junior teams coming through in grand finals today. It'd be nice to see them maybe get a premier side for next year.
Yeah, it would be good. There are a few talks of that. Some of the ex-Ellerslie boys are quite keen to run it back with a top side next year. And it'd be good for the game to have another Ellerslie top side in. They were quite good back when I was playing. Quite a few of my mates were down there as well, with Ellerslie being my second home for summer sport and cricket, but they're looking good. And Mangere up to the halfway line already. Easy meters down this left-hand side. Again, the centres are proving havoc for Mangere. They're giving Ellerslie all sorts of headaches as Kingy fires it out. But again, we see Jubilee Tapueleo. He's a big body for a half again. I think that's again what they want nowadays. You get those Jack Whiten type of builds.
Oh, great carry here by Putofa. And a good cover defence tackle. Charlie Webb wrapping them up on the last. And you're a couple metres from their own try line though. You don't mind turning the ball over there?
No, it was a good break, and big don't argue there. Strong carry, and Webb even stronger defence there.
Yeah, not sure why they're playing the ball out there on the 10. There wasn't an error in that play, but there you go. Ellerslie get a couple of bonus meters to start their set.
Yep, and
play
on here. And, crunching two-man tackle there.
Charlie Webb.
And again, wow. What a hit that was. This will inspire the Ella boys to just get up and keep going. As Mangere a couple metres short of the line here, Kingy has fired it out. Again, I think all the space on the left-hand side for Mangere, they just need to find it here.
Oh, and another one.
What a strong set this is from Ellerslie defensively. Oh, what a ball that was.
Oh, great defence.
Wow, and that's what you'd want as a coach. Everybody turning up for each other. That was beautiful defensive set. Everyone, perfect tackle technique from all the boys. As we see Webb and McEwen's hit there. And again, another, right underneath the ball. That's perfect technique. Hate to be on the receiving end of one of those. Boy, I tell you. And again, wow. Looked like a little bobble there. But as we see them shift down this left-hand side.
Yeah, Coach Butler will be proud of his boys. Fletch down there, watching from the sideline. He's taught his boys well in terms of tackle tech, so big shout out to Fletch.
And again, that was the man who's already scored 2 tries there. Just a Neola. He's looking good and strong already as Webb puts it down the left-hand side.
Charlie Webb looks to have worn one there.
Doesn't look too good for him.
Yeah, I think he's a bit winded. He got hit in the motion of passing the ball, so that's the risk you take as a half when you're taking it in so deep into the line. It really does create gaps to for your edges, but you also open yourself up to getting those shots as well. And
as you do.
Credit to Charlie there. No doubt he'll be jumping back up in a couple of seconds once he's recovered from his windedness.
Yeah, he did wear a big shot there and still down on the field. It did not look good. It's going to need some big breaths in here to just feel a little better, but yeah. Looked quite fair game though when he took it right to the line, just a little bit of a buff, but he's not in too much comfort here. Charlie Webb. Well, we've got a little stoppage here. Being an ex-Ellerslie boy.
Yes.
What position were you and how much fun did you have playing?
I played a couple of positions, second row and centres. Charlie makes his way back up to his feet. Yeah, second row centre was my spot, and loved it after a couple seasons in Fox and a lot of injuries. Ended up coming back and playing at Ellerslie, and I really found a home there. So I'd always call Ellerslie my home footy club.
Yep, I do have a couple mates that live not far from, or that used to not live far from Ellerslie, and they were suggesting me after, I think, when I was coming back after my break from Mount to come down to Ellerslie, and I was more than happy to do it. And Webb again, he's just shrugged that one off and he's ready to go again. He's looking good. Fingerprints all over this game so far. There's a slowish carry, and Mangere just slowing down the ruck speed a little bit here, getting back into the game. Looking good defensively, but as we know, that can all change in a bit if Ellerslie make a half break here. But got a hand over there. That must have been the last tackle.
Yep, just not aware of the tackle count there. I think after Charlie was down a wee bit, a couple of the boys switched off and lost count of that, but it is what it is.
As Mangere 5 short of the halfway line, they're in good field position to put up an attacking kick here. Looking strong off this set as they make a half break down the left-hand side. It's looking easy meters down this left-hand side for Mangere. I think they need to just keep going, plugging away down this left-hand side. The Ellerslie right side defence is looking a little sluggish coming off the line.
I think the way Mangere East actually play as well, it actually helps Ellerslie in terms of their defence, because they don't have that much line speed. So them playing so deep in behind the line actually helps Ellerslie, shut down those meters of actual over the advantage line. So I'd honestly, if I was coach watching this, it's easier said than done. I'd be just talking to the boys, tipping them up. Let's just get over the ad line. Let's run, a 2 block play or whatever, just straight off the ruck, and each time just hit it at the ad line every time. So yeah, I hope Mangere coaches pick up on that and maybe execute off the back of it in the second half.
As we saw just before on that replay, strong defence from Dustin Kay, showing his man the sideline, does well to recover and get a good shot on to pull him out. And again, a little bit of a...
Oh, here we go. It's opened like the Red Sea.
As Kaitiaki Popota there, beautiful run. Webb barking instructions at the referee, and beautiful work from Marker there just to slow it down. Again, Susi Whanalua, he's been doing strong work from Marker as Ellerslie fire it back on the inside. Slow play the ball, see what Webb can create here. Again, strong carry there from Dustin Kay. Ellerslie look to head down this left-hand side. As Webb fires one out. Not what you want there. But again, Ellerslie just trying to push it a little too fast. I feel like they could have just gone one out there and just saved the rest of the tackle count. Wasn't easier, but again, this break here, beautiful. Straight up the guts from Kaitiaki Popota there. Beautiful work. But again, good stop from Makahokovalu Potsofa there as Webb looked to spun it wide.
Yeah, I think he could have just didn't have to throw the cutout there, could have gone through the hands again. They would have had numbers. Could have easily just passed it to Cyrus, and it would have been easy tip on. But, these boys, they're young, they'll live and they learn.
Yeah, and that's what you want. You want them to make these mistakes so that they can, and they aren't bad mistakes in that. You want them to make these learning errors, I'll call it, a nicer word than mistakes. Make these learning errors so that they can just learn from it, understand the next time they see that position or they're in that position, they're able to just play the easy pass instead of trying to push it. As even some of the NRL sides struggle to do that. You see open space down the wing and you fire a ball out to your winger like Xavier Coates last night, and he decided to throw it back inside, and Kirk Cable got an easy meat pie for that. As Ellerslie fronting up on defence here. Mangere going down this left-hand touchline. As Dunn in the defensive line. Looks like he's defending at halfback with Webb slotting it at fullback. I think this must be a ploy from Fletch to save Charlie a bit on defence. It's an unforced error there. And Popata, he's looked strong all game, and Did not look good under that high ball there, as there's just a minute to go to half-time.
Unfortunate there for Ellerslie. I think obviously it's never easy catching a high ball when people are down your throat chasing the kick through. Might have been a question mark on the defensive line being onside at the kick, but it's all good. Ellerslie with the bar up here and really try and keep them out just before half.
Yep, and Mangere will have at least 3-4 tackles in this set to offer something to try and level the scores at halftime or go in 2 points short. As there's a little bit of a hold up here. And again, something just like scrums, wingers or whoever's feeding the ball into the sideline, they struggle to do it with ease. There's a strong run there from Siosi Alele as the hooter sounds. And that is half time with Ellerslie leading 12-6 over the Mangere East Commando Hawks. Strong half from Ellerslie it was, and they look quite good defensively too, with their main point of attack being just Niula. Looks strong.
On and wake up in the morning. Body sore from last night's training. Dude run harder, tackle with intention. Make run the gaps and watch for interceptions. Keep it fair, keep it cool every section. Give your all, pass the ball, put your best in. Enjoy your day's trip, you cover your selection. Just that thing that you've been missing. Don't play rugby league. It's oh yeah. You are your club. Come on.
Welcome back with the second half just about to start. Ellerslie up 12-6 over Mangere East. they're looking quite strong, and the weather's holding out nicely, and the crowd's starting to build a little bit more. And Vigo, what would you make of that first half there?
Yeah, entertaining first half. I think both teams doing really well to capitalise off the back of some errors. Ellerslie obviously dominated for the most part of that first half, and then, credit to Mangere East. They really pulled it back towards the back end and nearly went close to levelling it up before half time.
Yep, and some beautiful work from all the Ellerslie players, but as we see a replay of the tries here, and the first one was to Jester Neula as Charlie Webb. He's already had his hands all over the ball previous to that, and he puts his second row on the outside and a nice step back on the inside, and it just opened up for him. An easy try there. And if you didn't think he was done yet, he's already over for a second. Jester, he's looked strong today on offense and defense too, but not looking good there for Mangere, and they did well to come back as Kingy, great work from dummy half here. He was able to just get the ball, nice right foot step, send 3 one way and cross under the sticks to halve the deficit. But that's what you want from a 9, just eyes up footy, you're able to see what's in front. If there's that space, you take it.
I think he had a quick nervous look back at the referee to see if they had maybe bobbled it at the end there when he grounded it, but credit to him, he sold it.
Yeah.
Chaita.
As Mangere look to kick off here to get our second half underway. What do you think the halftime talk would have been for Mangere?
For Mangere, I think they needed I hope they would have talked about the attack, especially coming out of the yardage and just doing their kick-off sets. Maybe changing it up and just doing a bit more one off the ruck. They got big boys in the middle. They can really make some good meters. Just 1 or 2 pass and really driving through the middle there and playing over the advantage line. For Ellerslie, I think getting back to more of what they were doing in the first part of that first half. Getting through the sets, Charlie getting his hands on the ball, leading the team around really well, getting their kicks and just really starting to build that pressure off the back of completions.
Yeah, and Webb's already third touch in the set already, and he's off down this right-hand side as strong defense again.
Gets a quick play of the ball. Oi! Looked at penalty. No.
No, I think that's
Tell
play
them to
on.
go play the ball. The argument could have been made there.
Yeah, and Mangere doing well to end the set off strong defensively as Webb again, he's all over this one, and an unforced error. I think in that situation you'd want Webb to just put a kick up, play it safe to start the half and not try and force anything, but Mangere, they're in a decent field position here as Webb went down this left hand side, and not the start Coach Butler would want from his boys.
Yeah, no, I think just a bit too eager there. They didn't need to force that at all. I think just getting to your kick after the first half, after the second half's whistle, is probably the main focus there. And, now you gift Mangere position like 35 metres out from their own try line as we see a bit of an injury there. It's one of their main men as well.
Looks like Jester Neula, I think he might have got his head in the wrong spot on that one. He's in all sorts of discomfort down there.
You're never good to see players go down like that and then not move at all. So thoughts are with Jester as the crowd look on eagerly. Shout out CJ Palmer there in the crowd supporting these young boys out here today. No doubt she's got relatives in both sides.
Yeah, it looks like Jester is coming off for a HIA there. Yeah, he's been strong so far, and hopefully he can come back out. He's had his fingerprints all over that first half, and he'll be looking to grab a hat-trick. But Mangere 5 short of the halfway. They're in good field position to put up an attacking kick. As we see again, Jester's first meat pie of the day. He's done well.
And they've made a break now on the left-hand side. Does the centre for Mangere. Number 4, Whanau Lua. He has been a force for Mangere so far on that edge.
Strong contact that is over the top there. As Poto Fa comes down this left-hand side. Kingy, quick play.
Here we go. Here's that man again. He'll go close. Whanau Lua.
Good little kick. Cleaned up well there by Ellerslie though. think they just rushed that there, Mangere, a little bit. Just that kick, no one knew what was going on. As strong contact there. As again, Webb down this left-hand side. Webb and this left-hand side today have just been hand in hand. He's looked strong. He's popped up on both sides of the field. See what Ellerslie can do from this set. There's a half break there. Stopped quickly though. Mangere muscle up a little bit more on defence here. So another good run. Ellerslie and their left side are strong today. Webb just plays it easy. And, big contact there over the top.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the guy you want to be running at when you're taking a hit up, but yeah, credit to the winger there for Ellerslie.
That was a good safe catch there down the left-hand side for the winger for Mangere, Samuels. As they go flirting down this right-hand side, making more meters sideways than they were forwards there. Not the best, but he got just over the 30 in the end anyway. Yeah. As Mangere looking to make a good strong run, and again the centres today for them have been strong. As Lynch, he's looked good all game, strong defensively, and he's taken some good carries. He's going to get a quick play the ball in here, and hopefully Mangere can get an attacking kick as they flirt down this left-hand side. Kingy skirts it from dummy half, and he's made easy meters, and still going is Desmond Kingy. He's off. He's left Webb for dead, and oh wow, what a cover tackle that was from Kay. Stopped Kingy in his tracks. But Mangere do look like they've crossed. It is the halfback, Jubilee Tsapuelio. He's scored. The big frame that he is. He's got one-on-one with a defender there and just crashed his way over. As we see Kingy, great work from dummy half. Left Webb for dead, broke his ankles in the passage, and great cover defence though, but pushes his fullback out of the way from dummy half, and that white line fever, and he crosses. And Kingy's happy with that one. As Mangere look to level the scores here with a kick to come. That was better from Mangere though. Nice and direct. Kingy going back up the middle. As we're about to see the shot at goal. We're 20 minutes left in this game, and Mangere have started strong in this half. They're looking good so far, and I think Ellerslie just need to calm themselves down a bit, get back to basics, do what they were doing in the first half. Nice and strong, direct carries up the middle. As we're taking an age for this kick to go over, but he's slotted anyway, and the scores are tied now. It's game on here at Mount Smart number 2. And I think the Mangere boys look quite enthused about that. They've done well. But again, we see here just bullies his fullback out of dummy half, and too big, too strong, close to the line there. Easy work, but that was all created from Kingy, and he's happy with that one. As Ellerslie looking a little slow to get back to halfway. I think that tries rattled them a little bit. You know, they didn't look too strong defensively in that set with Kingy going straight up the guts. But nice kick off there from Webb. As our try scorer brings it back. He's again made a half break as Sapuelu, he's looked strong in the second half to start as Mangere go down this left-hand side. And again, a half break there from the fullback, Kotofa. Kingy again, he's getting easy meters from dummy half to start this second half here. I think that's given Mangere a bit more confidence and a bit of a roll on here. Again, a semi-quick play the ball there, but easy meters again from dummy half, and the centres for Mangere have been strong today, and they're looking good. They both deserve a try each, I reckon, but we'll see how it goes. As we've got a kick just a little too deep there, and good positioning from Webb. He's going to take it out to the 20 quick. Mangere a little slow to get back here. As Webb spots a half gap, and he's rounded up quickly though. Again, Ellerslie down this left-hand side, and good evasive work there from Tango. Good, strong contact first up. As again, they go down to Webb on this right-hand side. He's done well to make easy meters on that set there. 22 out here. Webb again down this left-hand side. Oh, looked like a bit of a falcon there. No, Ellerslie have done well to recover it. Last tackle now though. Let's see what Webb can produce here. As Ellerslie looked like they were on a roll there, and the end product from Webb just wasn't up to what Ellerslie would like it there. As we see a little replay here. So nice work down this left-hand side. Ellerslie, they've just targeted Mangere's right side defence, and Webb, and oh, right off the melon that was. Have you had the pleasure of copping a falcon in your time playing, or nah?
I can't remember, mate. I think, yeah.
Big Donagi there. Got a strong defense, and the main man for today, Jester Niula, he's back on, so he's passed his HIA, and he's ready to wreak havoc again for Ellerslie on this right-hand side. Yeah, not that I can recall. I don't think I've caught one either. I know at training I've had a couple where, you know, the late caller heads and straight on your noggin, but again, Jester doesn't look at all in any comfort there, as Mangere again, easy meters, one off the ruck there. Their back five has looked pretty strong today, especially their centres. What would you make of what else Mangere need to do to get the lead here?
I think just keep going what they're doing. They're playing with a lot more direct an approach. So like we spoke about just after half time, is just getting over the advantage line and really taking what's on offer. And as we see an error at the back by the winger for Ellerslie, unfortunately, Fanor not able to pull that ball in. And now Mangere will be gifted possession 10 metres out from the try line, 14 minutes to go. This is the momentum swing I think they were looking for.
Yep, not Portofa's best kick there, but he got a result out of it, and Mangere will be happy with that. 10 metres out. See what they can produce from the scrum here. And again, scrums and rugby league are just something that even the NRL players struggle with. You forget when to bind, you don't know how to bind, head's in the wrong side, and as again, Jester's down here, he's not looking good.
Yeah, I think this is the second time now he's taken some sort of shot to either the shoulder or his neck. And I think that might be him for the day now.
Yeah, I think it's that right shoulder there. Doesn't look at all happy about it. It's that shoulder, neck area. All sorts of discomfort there. As crowd turning out today. He's going to carry on though. He's a tough cookie there, man.
Yeah, it looks like maybe a stinger, or there's something aggravating him, maybe a little bit of a pinched nerve, and every time he hits it, it's really shooting some pain through his neck maybe, and hopefully just can pay through it, because Ellerslie definitely need him out there.
Yep, as they do, and a strong carry. Just held up over the line there was Fonolua. And Kingy
can't do that. You can't score behind your player's legs, unfortunately, and he's tried the trick shot and it hasn't worked.
Nah, trying to burrow his way in there, and Ellerslie lucky to get the ball back from that one, because Mangere looks strong on attack there, as Webb will try and find touch from his own goal line. I think that momentum has definitely swung, and Ellerslie just need to go back to doing what they were doing in the start of the first half. Nice and direct, simple sets, kick for your corner, and that web magic will come from there. As you see the first hit up taken there, but strong defence from Mangere. They're able to hold him up, but a quick play the ball. Looks like a scrum has been called, so I think that was ripped out by Mangere. Referee saying it was one-on-one, knocked forwards by Mangere. But yeah, I'm not too sure about that one. It looked like it was just a straight drop from Ellerslie, or even if it was a drop, it looked like the marker wasn't square. But what would you make of that one?
Yeah, I think you just hit it on the head, mate. Like, could have gone either way. I think the right team got the ball. I think they were never square to start with, but fortunately Charlie Webb just trying a bit too much. Like, first tackle, you don't need a kick there, and unfortunately now you give Mangere the opportunity again to try and score a try and make up for the error on the previous set.
As the previous try scorer to lock the game up, Sapu Elu, he's looked good again, and as Kingy shoots from dummy half, and he'll score this time. He's got his second of the day. And it's just looking all too easy for Kingy in the second half. He's made a half break he made a clean line break earlier from dummy half, and he's looking good. And he was one of the standouts at the Region of Origin too, him and Charlie Webb, but looks like he's got the better of his Region of Origin teammate here.
Yeah, again, some nice eyes up footy. Noticed one of the tacklers not back yet on the line or set, and a bit too wide, so there was always some space in behind the ruck, and he's really utilised that right foot step of his and scooted away for his double of the day, and it does give them the lead now too, 16 points to 12 with the kick to come.
Yep, and Mangere have had all the ball the second half. Ellerslie struggling to complete. They need to go back to basics here. Kicking on the first is not what you want. And just over 10 minutes left here. We've got the Region of Origin boys coming up on the 10th of September down at Cornwall Park. That'll be live streamed as well, and looking forward to seeing what some of these boys today can bring down to that. That'll be good.
Yeah, all 3 weekends. So 10th, the 17th and the 24th, all down live at Cornwall Park. The first 2 weeks looking like it'll be the Auckland games contested, and then on the third weekend we've got visitors from Bay of Plenty and Waikato to test ourselves against. So looking forward to a fully jam-packed September season for these young junior international rep sides.
As he knocks the kick over there to make it a 6-point difference.
As we see a little dance from our try scorer there.
Young Desmond Kingy is certainly happy with that. He's looked strong in the second half.
He's given us his fortnight show dance. Magic Mike maybe might have a bit of an appearance in that in the future. Young man's enjoying himself. It's always good to see.
That's what you want at this age grade, to have fun first off, but to also play the game that you enjoy the most, and that's what all these boys are doing today. And hopefully in future years, like you said earlier, hopefully some NRL prospects coming out of it, or even some future Fox players.
Yeah, 100%. Right, Daniel, I think there's, like I said earlier, there's a lot of potential coming through the ranks, as we're quickly showing you tomorrow's fixtures down here at Mount Smart number 2. We've got 2 blockbuster women finals, the championship and the premiership. In the championship we have the Manukau Magpies versus the Manarewa Marlins Wahine side, which is their second team in the Prem comp. Carla Matua and down there in Manarewa doing some really good things with the women's sport, as well as her husband Rusty. So massive shout out to Rewa making both finals, and that final in the premiership will be between Manarewa as well again and Point Chev. So definitely head on down to Mount Smart number 2 tomorrow, where we support and put on show our women's football.
Yeah, and it's awesome to see the girls' space growing a lot more. We've seen quite a few Kiwis over in the NRLW this year. A lot of them at the Gold Coast Titan this year with one of the new franchises that's just come in, and the NRLW will be expanding next year to 10 teams. And it's great to see that the women's space is really growing as Webb again down this left-hand side. It's better from Charlie Webb, nice and direct. He's speeding up around the ruck, and that's what they need.
Yeah, I think they've underutilised this left edge a bit in the second half. Like, I think they've been making a lot of metres, and they kind of went away from it a little bit. And we see another little chip and chase, and this time it might work for Charlie Webb. He gets the chip and chase, he strips it off the number 14, and he gets his team another set of 6.
And maybe that bit of magic can spark Ellerslie back into life here
And
as
they
they
do.
cross. Charlie Webb is the main creator, and Ellerslie have crossed to make it a 2-point difference with the kick to come. 7.5 left.
You know what they say, Dan? Third time lucky. It's the third time he's tried a chip and chase, and it's come off at an absolute pearler of a time.
Yeah, he did well to regain that back, though, with that one-on-one strip, and that's what you want from your star players, just to get that imprint, their hands on the ball. But Ali John Ioane there, he crosses for a nice try, and he's looked strong all game too. Strong carry, strong in defence, but he deserves that meat pie there. But again, Charlie Webb, he is the main creator today, and he's got the kick to come to tie this game up. Now, I don't want to be that guy, but...
Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Do not put any jinxes on anybody.
There's no jinxes coming here, mate. It's what happens if the game is tied. Are we going to Golden Point?
I can answer that. No, you can jinx that. That'll be great. That'll be a great spectacle for these young lads. So, yeah, at the event of at full time where the scores are tied, both teams will play 10 minutes straight. And the leader after that 10 minutes will be gifted the trophy. If not, if someone scores, obviously, if it is tied again after that 10 minutes, then they go to sudden death 10 minutes. Now at the end of that, if that's still tied, then the winner will be decided by, I think, the highest ranked team. So not too sure exactly who had it out of these two sides, but yeah, can't fault the effort and the show that they've put on today. It's been truly entertaining, and what a game to start our final series off today.
Yep, as we have Otahu and Mount Albert kicking off next, and that'll be a strong one too, with Mount Albert fielding 2 teams today in the finals, and I think Mangere also have 2 teams as well, so their junior rugby league in those areas is looking strong, and Mount Albert sort of had that dream run going into their final. But back to the action now with Mangere kicking off for the under-13s boys. That's a good kickoff there as young Jester fields the ball. It's a strong, lovely ankle tap there from Kingy. He's had his hands all on the second half as Charlie Webb did in the first. As Webb makes a break, he's stopped right on just over the halfway there. And Charlie Webb's
fumble there, right in the middle of this field. I don't think many people could see it though, and they get away with that one. Ball just popping out of his grip, but he did well to reel it back in and quickly before anybody saw it. And now Ellerslie will go hot on attack.
Strong run there. It is from Pedro. He's an unforced error though there, and Mangere will breathe a sigh of relief there. Yeah,
again, Daniel, just too eager. You know, like they don't need a rush. They could have just set up really nicely, set the platform for the next carry. He did well to break that first tackle and get a bit of momentum, but probably needed to take a bit more care when getting up to play the ball. Could have been argued that there was a second effort as well.
Did look like he had won the right to play that ball quickly though. But
not seen that way by the referee, and will play on.
It was off the scrum here again. One of the men in the centres that's been strong, Whanalua. He's looked good all game, along with young Desmond Kingy, and a big strong carry there from the front rower. He's made it just up over halfway here, and Mangere going down this left-hand side. It's again a good 3-man tackle from Ellerslie. As the game was stopped for
mouth guard.
Young Webb losing his mouth guard there.
It's a bit of a blessing in disguise for Ellerslie. They get a bit of a rest there. Health and safety is paramount, though, for these boys.
They're going to set their line, and again, Mangere just too eager there. And no one from Ellerslie really knowing what's going on after that era.
No, I think the area even caught Ellerslie by surprise, to be honest with you. As we see a good carry here. They'll be looking just to calm it down, settle it, complete the set, and really bar up on defense and create some pressure, and then hopefully get an error out of Mangere.
There's young Robert Dunn there with a strong carry. He's been a little quiet today. He's a bit of a big frame for a fullback as Webb again puts his centre through a hole, and they're just 12 short of the line here. And Charlie Webb going from dummy half. And again, young Lynch from Mangere doing well from marker there. He's enthusiastic on defense, and that's what you want in a player. You can't coach that eagerness and hunger to get up off the line. As you see Ellerslie on the last tackle here.
Imani now shifts it out to this left-hand side, puts a little grubber into the end goal. That's a perfect kick, and I think Charlie Webb might have got it. Referee Priest is looking to the spot, and he's awarded it. Ellerslie take the lead with a minute and a half to go. That is a huge play.
What a kick that was, though. Just take it right deep to the line, drops it on the boot. As you see a replay here, perfect work.
Very classy by Cyrus here.
Oh, he did well to get it through the legs there, but Webb that hunger to just get there first and get the ball down to give Ellerslie the try to give them the lead here with only a minute left. You see a replay here. Oh, hard to tell who got there first.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell from the replay, so good to the refs. They're right there on the spot. They're making all the hard decisions out here today, and Ellerslie looking like they're going to go on to win this first final of the day for the under-13s championship grade.
And at one point today, oh mate, it did not look good for them in the second half. Unforced errors, but they've come to life in this last 6 minutes here. And I think it all goes down to that man who's just scored the try and is taking the conversion, young Charlie Webb. That chip and chase and that strip brought them back to life.
And it looks like a bit of gamemanship here. Charlie Webb knows there's not much time left in this one. He'll take his time with the conversion. He'll line it up. Come back to the ball. Not quite square. He'll straighten it up. Some smart play here by the young man. Son of Brent Webb, the Warrior great and Kiwi international.
Yeah, and I feel a little bad saying this, but I was too young for Brent Webb's era, but from the highlights I've seen of him back in the day, boy, oh boy, he was a quality fullback, and from what my dad has told me, he was one of the Warriors' best at the back.
And that's it. Ellerslie have come out firing and then lost the lead and come back to win the game. The under-13 side championship, 22 points to 18.
What a game it was from Ellerslie. And you see the celebrations here, but what a game it was, 22 to 18, and plenty more footy here to come afterwards, with Mount Albert and Otahu kicking off next. That'll be a good game too. Pleasure having you in the box with me, Vigo. It's been great.
My pleasure, mate, my pleasure.
Well, that was a great start for the day. Talk about a team. A lot of people on the edges of their seats.